Okay, guys, we are live. It is, if you're watching this if you're watching this live, it is Tuesday morning. It is April 28th, and we are in week 4 of the Strength Foundation's challenge. So I'll give you guys a couple minutes just to get in and say hi and get set, so to speak. So I've been trying to do these weekly broadcasts just to keep people updated on the Strength Foundation's challenge. If you're following along, if you're part of this challenge, and if you're not, then maybe learning a little bit about what kind of goes into this challenge and some other stuff with Manflow Yoga. Good morning, Dustin. Hey, Juan. DIY haircut. Actually, this is not a DIY haircut. This is a my wife did it. Yeah, this is my wife did it, but my hairstylist or my barber, whatever we'll call her, um, walked her through it on a video chat. So yeah, I wanted to do a Peaky Blinders haircut, and we spent about an hour and a half trying to get this right. So that was fun. Shout out to pregnant wifey for standing up for almost an hour and a half and cutting my hair. She was very tired afterwards. All right, so we've got that out of the way. So let's talk a little bit about Strength Foundations course, and I'll answer some other questions that aren't related at all to the Strength Foundations course at the end of this video. I love how comment sections have just developed into like, I want this question answered, and yes, anything can be said. Very interesting to me. All right, so it's week 4 of the Strength Foundations challenge. And so this week, it's an even week, which means you had another choice. You can choose between Strength Foundations course, which is kind of our beginner Strength Foundations program, or the Strength Foundations workout series, which is the intermediate program. Now, both of these programs are intense and they're challenging. No matter what your fitness level, they should be intense. You should be able to push yourself to your limit and push yourself to your full range of motion and really work on holding that for 10, 20, 30 seconds at a time. But Strength Foundations workout series is the more challenging version of the corresponding Strength Foundations course. So maybe last week we did Strength Foundations course, phase 2. And then this week you could choose between phase 2 of Strength Foundations course or phase 2 of Strength Foundations workout series. Whichever one you did, it's the same body focus, a lot of the similar movements, but with the Strength Foundations workout series, we take it up a notch. It's a little bit more intense, and also the movements are more difficult, more challenging, but they're still based on what we did the previous week. We've had people, sometimes people flip-flop, sometimes they feel stronger and they do the Strength Foundations workout series, sometimes they do the Strength Foundations course if they're not feeling up to a more challenging workout. So we've had a lot of people do, what am I saying here? So we've had a lot of people also switch. So maybe they started doing the Strength Foundations workout series, found it difficult, and went down to the Strength Foundations course. And that's fine too. I think the really important thing here is that you're pushing yourself and that you're trying to get through the workout the best you can, making sure that you're keeping proper technique, that you're keeping your breathing as much under control as you can. And just making sure that you're avoiding bad technique and doing anything that can lead to joint pain. I've had a lot of people take breaks. So I had one guy who took, I think he broke it up into 3 different sections and did it over the course of the day. And that's fine too, whatever you can do. If you need to take breaks during it, that's fine. I would urge you to try and get through the whole workout without a break. But if you know that you need a break, then that's fine, take a break. That's not a problem. So, challenging. So a lot of people are asking, is it good if it's challenging? Like, is that okay? And yes. So with these workouts, it really doesn't matter what your fitness level is. You have the opportunity to really push it to your maximum range of motion, to your maximum mobility level, and really push yourself. So hopefully, you're doing that. Even if you think that you're in really good shape, hopefully you're already doing that with these workouts, and you are pushing yourself, and you're trying to get into that full range of motion or as deep as you can get into the range of motion and challenge yourself. Is my video flickering or is that just me? I feel like it's jumping. Facebook, you guys want to let me know if my video's flickering? Nothing I can do about it, but if it is, it's driving me crazy. Anyway, so challenging is a good thing. You should be able to push yourself. You should be able to challenge yourself and make it as challenging as you want to. Sometimes that's going to be more. Some days you're not going to feel up to pushing yourself that much, and that's okay as well. All right, so let's talk about bands now, because we started using bands last week and everyone freaked out. Not everyone, but a lot of people did freak out with the introduction of the bands. And some people don't know how to use the bands, so I wanted to talk a little bit about this. So with the bands, the most important thing is that you're able to go through full range of motion using the band. You don't want to select a resistance band, and we're using TheraBands, so we're not using these things right here. I just don't happen to have any TheraBands right here with me, but I can still demonstrate with this. So with resistance bands, what you want to do is be able to go through full range of motion with the exercise. If you can't go the full range of motion, so I'm just going to use band pull-aparts is my example here, but if I can go through the full range of motion and still have control and still have good technique, that's what I want to do with the resistance band. If I select something that's too thick, so I'm just going to go up to a heavier band here, and I can't go all the way back, I'm just, I can do this, but just for the sake of demonstrating, if I can't go all the way back and all the way out, then I want to go down to a lower resistance band. Resistance bands are helpful because they allow us to do, they allow us to create resistance, they allow us to work muscles that we normally couldn't get if we didn't have a different tool with us, if we just had body weight. But you do want to be able to go through full range of motion, and sometimes that means going down to a lighter resistance. And it's the same thing with weight training. You want to be able to go through full range of motion when you're doing the exercise. You want to make sure that you're not going up to something that's too hard and not being able to go through that full range of motion, because that's just gonna prevent you from getting the benefits of the exercise. So when in doubt, start with a lower resistance and then build your way up, and that's actually going to help you get stronger over time, as opposed to going straight to something that you're really not ready for. So with bands, full range of motion, that's the most important thing. If you are behind, if you're following late, I've had some people get sick, I've had some people have, life events that happened to them, or things got in the way, whatever that is. I would follow along at your own pace. So don't jump ahead with the workouts. I've talked about this before, but make sure you're not jumping ahead in the workouts. This program is very structured. It's very meticulously thought out and created. So you want to make sure that you go in the order of the workouts and don't jump ahead. I guess the only exception I would say here is if let's say you missed a week, like let's say you missed week 3, and if you want to go back for week 4, you can do the week 3's workouts, because that's just how this workout program is structured. The even weeks, you have the opportunity to either repeat the workouts from the previous week, or to move up to the more challenging Strength Foundations workout series. So that's the exception that I would give here. If you want to do, skip a whole week, because you could repeat those workouts the next week, is my point. Some other questions that I've been seeing. So I've had a lot of people ask questions about, oh, by the way, so most of what I'm going through right here is in the Strength Foundations Challenge FAQ section. So we created an FAQ section for the program for this challenge, I think last week or maybe even the week before that. So go into the Strength Foundations program page, the main program page, the home page for that challenge, and look through the page, and there's going to be a section for FAQs. Find that, and we go through a ton of questions. Most of the questions which I'm covering right now are in that FAQ section. So if you have questions on specifics of the challenge, go there, look at that FAQ section. It's going to help you out. By the way, how do you know if you're getting results? How do you know if you're getting stronger? So I've had a few people send me messages and say, hey, I'm feeling more energetic throughout the day. I used to come home really tired, and now I'm coming home and I have energy through the evening. I've had some people say, I used to have coffee in the morning, and now I find that if I just do your workouts, I don't need coffee. So that's really cool to hear. Usually it does take a couple of weeks to get to that point. It doesn't happen automatically. And in general, with Manful Yoga, you really want to focus on, to know that the workouts are working, you really want to focus on your overall physical feeling. You want to notice, hey, I'm doing these exercises and they're not as challenging as they used to be. Or you want to think, oh wow, I'm sleeping better at night, or I have more energy throughout the day, or my body just feels better. I notice that my posture is better. I'm more aware of my body. These are the type of benefits that most people notice from Manful Yoga within the first few weeks of doing them. As far as losing dramatic amounts of weight and adding a significant amount of muscle, that's going to take a bit more time. So we really want to focus, if you want to know whether or not these workouts are working, you want to focus on how you're feeling and how you're moving initially. And then over time, once you start to dial in, really get consistent with the workouts, make sure that you're paying attention to your sleep, you're not eating like an asshole anymore, and you're managing your stress, that's when you start to notice the significant changes with your body and building muscle and getting rid of fat and all that kind of stuff. But the most important thing that you can do is focus on being consistent with the workouts, because ultimately, if you want to get results and really improve your overall wellness and health and how you look, you have to have this habit of consistent exercise. It's not going to happen any other way. So focus on building that consistency of working out. That's why we do these challenges. I want to get you guys into that habit of doing workouts on a regular basis. And then if you do that for a while, now we're gonna look into really noticing in other ways your improvements in your health. Other questions that come up are how do I supplement this with my other routines? So number one, you want to make sure that you're doing recovery routines. So the Strength Foundation's workouts are not restorative. They're very active. They're very strength focused. They're active mobility focused. We don't do a lot of stretching in these workouts. So my recommendation for you guys is to make sure you go into the workout library, search for restorative workouts. So there's a fitness focus filter. Click that and then check restorative. And you're going to want to do those at least a couple times per week. There are a ton of restorative workouts in that workout library, and those are going to help you with relieving muscle soreness. They're going to help you get back to the. They're going to help you get. They're going to help you get back to what you're doing. They're going to help you get back to your workouts with less fatigue, and all that good stuff. So make sure you're doing some restorative workouts. And then you're welcome to keep doing your other workouts. So there's tons of people who are doing, some sort of cross training, running, something else, running, cross training. I've seen cycling, so weight training. You can keep doing all of that stuff. My only recommendation would be to lower the volume of what you're doing. So if you're used to doing a 45 or 60-minute weight training session, try only doing 20 or 30 minutes. You can stack those with Strength Foundation's workouts, or you can separate them. You can do a Strength Foundation's workout in the morning and your weight training or your running in the evening. But just try to break it up. But the Strength Foundation's workouts are anywhere from 20 to 43 minutes long. I try to make them all 30 minutes, but oh well. Sometimes I get excited and I get long. The workouts are longer than they're supposed to be. So yeah. But you can definitely do this with your other routines. Just make sure, I would try and split it up or reduce the volume of your other workouts. And then some other stuff here. I forgot all the stuff that I was going to cover. I need to read my little notes here. Manful Yoga mats. All right, so we are currently working on our mats. They should be here within the next couple of weeks, maybe even sooner. We're just working on getting those mats, but we know that a lot of you are looking for Manful Yoga Cork Yoga mats. I want to get them to you. Trust me, I do. So we're just waiting on getting those mats. But as soon as they're here, we'll be able to put them on our website and sell them, and you guys can get your mats. We do have, when they do get here, they do sell very quickly. We have a limited amount. So just make sure, I'm going to send out an email. If you're part of the members area, or if you're part of the challenge, you guys are going to know first when those mats are back in stock. So just make sure that you're checking your emails, and then after that, I will send out an email to people who are on my email list, and after that, if there are any left, I will post about it on social media. So best way to get them at, make sure you're on my email list, or be an actual someone who's part of the members area or part of our program. And then lastly, a lot of people asking about what happens after the challenge. So the challenge is really nice because we give you a daily email. We talk about which workout is next. We talk about which workout is going to be next. We give you, we give you a very specific plan. And after this is over, you're not going to have those daily emails. But we have so many programs. We have over 40 programs in the members area, and each of these programs has a schedule for you to follow. So I'm going to give you some recommendations. If you're part of the challenge, I'm going to be putting these in emails in the next couple of weeks, but I'm going to be giving you recommendations for programs to do after this. So, I'm not going to leave you out to dry. I'm going to help guide you to what your next workout program is, help you, decide on a program that's ideal for you and all that good stuff. Do not worry. We've got you covered. You're going to have access to the challenge through May 22nd. So even if you just signed up for the challenge and didn't join the members area, you'll still have access through May 22nd. So even if you don't finish on time, you'll still have a few more days to finish other workouts. And then if you join the members area, you'll be able to keep access to the program. It'll live in the program section forever. So you'll be able to use the challenge. And you'll also get access to all the other programs and all the other workouts. And these are programs and workouts that aren't available anywhere else. We don't put programs on YouTube. We don't put them anywhere. And as far as the workouts on YouTube, that is just a small sample of all of the workouts that we have. So if you're wondering, where to get more workouts or how to support Manflow Yoga, all of it is through our members area. I don't sell supplements. I don't make money on commissions from other stuff. I don't make any money from Roan or the other stuff that I talk about. So if you are wondering, how does Dean actually make money? It's because we have a members area and we put workouts there. So that's how Manflow Yoga exists. So if you want to be part of that members area, and that's where you also get all of my content. What we put on YouTube is kind of like just free samples. Yes, it's helpful. Yes, it's a great free sample, but it is just a sample of all the stuff that we do. So that's the difference. All right, let me go and do a bit of a questions here. I know we've had some. So yes, haircut, we went over that. Jordan has a question. I have a band that adds resistance but doesn't allow full range of motion. I cannot get a hold of other bands. So Jordan, yeah, I would just keep using the band that you have, but ultimately that band isn't appropriate for you. So you want to get a lighter resistance band as soon as you can to make sure that you can go through full range of motion with those exercises. Let's see, questions. How can you differentiate between a real posture and its variation? A real posture and its variation. Well, a variation of a real posture is still a posture. One is just more appropriate for somebody else based on your fitness level. So modifications of postures are different ways of doing a posture. I wouldn't say aren't real postures. Let's see here. Best for a guy who is in bad shape to do his first yoga video. I would go to my YouTube playlist and I would select, we have a beginner's yoga playlist. So if you go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/manflowyoga, check the playlist section. And we have playlist there, and there's a beginner's yoga program playlist. I think it has about 5 or 6 workouts. Check that. You can also go to manflowyoga.com/free. We created a free page of workouts for the quarantine. So you can check that out, and there are tabs that have those workouts organized. So I would start off with one of those playlists, and if you're a beginner, all of those workouts are beginner friendly. You advise us to follow Strength Foundation's challenge. I'm leaning to deepen your practice. All right, so Rich. Hey Rich, how you doing? Good to hear from you. So after the Strength Foundation's challenge is over, one of the ways that you can choose which program to do next is by following our paths. So paths are schedules of workout programs. So instead of just workout schedules, they're actually schedules of programs to follow. Deepen your practice is a great way If you're looking to learn more about the technique, if you're looking to make yoga your primary form of fitness, deepen your practice is a great way to is a great way to keep yoga as your primary form of fitness, but go deeper into the technique, make it more challenging. If you want to do, Rich wants to do something that's more 30 to 40 minutes long. In that case, you're going to want to I would say Strength Foundations course is great. I would also say that Strength Foundations workout series is right around the 25 to 30 minute mark, and that's the next level of Strength Foundations course. Other than that, I would use the workout library. We're always creating new workout programs. And compiling new lists. But until we have another one that's in the 30 to 40 minute range, I would make sure that you use the workout library. Go to the difficulty setting, check intermediate or all levels, and then select workouts using those filters and add those to your saved workouts, and then you can kind of create a little playlist for yourself based on that. Is it good to do yoga before or after a workout? It depends on the type of yoga that you're doing. This is something that I answer a lot, but there's a lot of ways to do yoga. You can do it with a strength focus, or you can do it with a restorative focus. If you want to do something that's strength and mobility focused or active mobility focused, do that before your workout. If you want to do something that's flexibility or recovery focused, or like a flow that's more quickly moving, then I would do that after your workout. You typically don't want to do stretching before a workout because that will make the workout less effective. Any of you guys knows the name of those bands? Yeah, they're called TheraBands. We actually sell them on the Manful Yoga website, manfulyoga.com. Check that out, shop.manfulyoga.com. I answered that question about challenge specifics. Check that FAQ section. Is it good to do yoga before sleep? Yes, it is, as long as the yoga is restorative. A couple of videos for better sleep on the channel. Yep, they are. Keep the hips squared is a fantastic video to use for improving your posture and getting a deeper stretch. Thank you. Good recommendation. Would you recommend after this challenge do the mobility project for a power lifter or just keep repeating the challenge? So if you're a lifter and you're looking to do what to do after this, my question for you would be, what do you need to work on? Do you need more mobility? Do you need better muscle activation? Do you need kind of a combination of both? If you need a combination of both, Strength Foundations is great. I would do the Strength Foundations challenge again, or maybe focus on the Strength Foundations course or Strength Foundations workout series specifically. If you're really limited by your flexibility and you want to increase your flexibility more quickly, then I would recommend the self-myofascial release series. Or the mobility project. Those are great. Those are both great programs for increasing your overall flexibility. Would you mind if I use some of your YouTube videos for my PE classes? Of course, please do. Please use these videos. Use these videos as much as you want. Thank you for sharing them. I appreciate that. All right, cool. So that's most of the questions that I've gone through here. I'll stick around for another couple minutes if there are any other questions that pop up. But yeah, I think we got through a lot of good questions today. So thanks for asking them. By the way, some things that I've been thinking of doing, which I haven't done yet. I haven't shown you my home gym yet, so I don't actually have a home gym, but I have a lot of equipment that I have at home and in my yard. It's a small yard, but it is a yard. So I will show you. I was going to do a live broadcast sometime this week or maybe the weekend, and show you guys all of the equipment that I have at home, all the stuff that I like to use on a regular basis. So that's something I was thinking of doing. We've also been having a lot of questions, kind of more specific things in the members area, from people in the members area, and in our Manful Yoga community on Facebook. Lots of great conversations going on there. So thinking about putting together some videos to answer that stuff. Someone just asked recommendations for, are you looking at the shop? Shop.manfulyoga.com, bro. Come on. Let's see here. Next stuff. So if you go into the workout library and you use the search filters, you can go to fitness, you can go to target area and check neck. So I would do that. We also I just recorded a quarantine workout. So these are workouts that I filmed at home. We're going to be releasing those starting next Monday. And the first one is actually focused on neck and shoulders. So you'll be able to see that. But neck and shoulders, and for neck, there's a lot of easy stretches that you can do. You can just lean your head to one side like that, or you can lean it to the other side, and then turn your chin toward your shoulder. And for those neck stretches, I would hold them for a long time. I would hold them for like 1 or even 2 minutes. You can also do a supported neck bend. So I would do hands behind your neck like this, and then lean back while supporting your head. And you can hold that for a minute or two. That's a really nice one to do. Chin tucks are great for relieving neck pain. So I like doing these. Cat cow is nice. Any sort of core work is actually good for your neck. So check out the workout library, search neck, and you'll find some good stuff in there. All right, guys. So I think that's good for today. I'm going to be back next week. Someone just asked me what type of yoga mat do I prefer. The one that I created. Out of stock right now, but we sell them on Amazon, and they're also available on the Manflow Yoga website. It's called the Cork Yoga Mat from Manflow Yoga. All right, short video you can put up on shortening the feet. Yeah, I do have an exercise. I do have a video on YouTube called the how to fix flat feet. That video is all on the foot shortening, the short foot exercise, and that's an awesome exercise for strengthening your ankles and strengthening your feet. It helps to address some underlying issues with knee instability, and ankle instability as well. So definitely check out how to fix flat feet, learn more about the short foot exercise. One other good question, everyone asks about how long should I wait after eating to do yoga. And most yoga instructors say, oh, you should definitely wait 3 or 4 hours. And that's just bullshit. And the reason is because when you work out, so the people who are saying that are coming from a yoga background. They're not coming from an exercise and fitness background. If I did a workout and I hadn't eaten for 3 or 4 hours, then I would not be able to do it because I need energy. So it just depends on how you feel. If you need 3 to 4 hours and your metabolism is slower, and that's you, then you could wait 3 or 4 hours after eating to do yoga. But if you are, if you have a faster metabolism, if you need energy before a workout, then you might want to wait only an hour after working out. Because if you wait longer than that, then you're not going to have energy to do the workout. So it just depends on what you feel comfortable doing. So test it out for yourself and see what works for you. All right, cool. Great, good questions. Thanks for asking them. Make sure to like this video. If you haven't liked the video, like the video. It's super helpful. I'd appreciate it. I'll be going back through the comments over the course of today. So if you have any more questions, I will answer them for the next 8 hours. So just reply to this video, leave a comment, ask questions, and hopefully it's something that I can quickly answer. If not, then you're going to want to go to the, you're going to want to check out my YouTube channel. There are so many videos on YouTube where I've addressed so many of these questions before. So check that out. And yeah. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. If you are part of the challenge, thank you so much for being part of Manflow Yoga. Thanks for supporting Manflow Yoga and being part of the Strength Foundations Challenge. We are on week 4 right now. A few more weeks to go. Hope you're enjoying it, and I'm looking forward to more. All right, guys, have a great week, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.